Hey there, I'm Ian Douglas. I'm the author of the website techinterview.guide, and I'm here to help people with career advancement and interview preparation. My live stream on Twitch covers topics such as company research, how to build resumes and cover letters, applying for the job, getting through interviews, and what to do during negotiations. I've coached thousands and thousands of people over the years to get jobs at the biggest tech companies in the industry, and I'm here to help you too. The following episode is taken from a longer live stream event and may contain interactions with other people in chat. Check out the end of the episode for more information. Let's get to it. Here. So Lizzie Andra asks that I'm a bit afraid of technical questions because I'm self-taught. I would say what you need to do there is actually go research, like, what are the top technical questions that I'm going to be asked. Now, if you're a self-taught dev, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being self-taught. My job as the interviewer is to figure out what you know and what you don't know. You don't have to know all the things. You don't ever have to feel like you're 100% prepared, like I know everything I need to go get that job. You're never going to feel 100% ready to go get that job. You know what you know, you don't know what you don't know, and that's okay. So my job as the interviewer is to figure out what you know, what don't you know, what are the limits of that knowledge, and then does that fit what I'm looking for on my team? Now, there's some amount of technical knowledge you're going to need to have, like how does HTTP work? If you're going for like a web developer job. If you're doing HTML or CSS, they might ask questions about particular aspects of the technology. If you're going for a back-end developer job, they might ask about aspects of technologies and data structures and things like that. The kinds of algorithms you get asked about or the kinds of data that you get asked about will depend a lot on the role. So there's lots of resources out there of, like, you know, you could literally Google, like, what are the top 50 technical questions for entry-level JavaScript front-end developer? And you'll see those lists. You need to prepare and practice what those questions are and how you would answer those questions. But then you also need to get feedback from someone else that you can trust to say, like, hey, if I get asked this question and I answer it this way, how good is that as an answer? You need to find somebody that you can actually do like a mock interview with, or someone that you can say, like, hey, can, you know, like, just put something out on Twitter and say, hey, I'm trying to do some research around front-end tech questions for entry-level roles. Being a self-taught dev, like, I could use some help, like reviewing answers or something like that. Get people to help. Like, community loves to help. Come by chat and say, like, hey, how would you answer this kind of question if you're self-taught? Or, like, you know, how can, you know, if I answer it this way, how can I make that better? That's much more effective instead of just, how do I answer this question? If you can try to say, this is how I would answer the question, how can I make that better? That gives us the opportunity to give you better feedback. You have to be able to trust that the people giving you the feedback have experience enough that they can tell you what to improve. That's what's going to help make you better at answering those technical questions. But again, you don't have to know all the things. So even if you go Google, like, top 50 questions, you don't have to be able to answer all 50. Again, my job as the interviewer is to figure out what you know and what you don't know. So answer what you can, and what you don't know, it doesn't mean you have to go learn it. It just means you don't have an answer for that question. So then the question is, how do you answer a question you can't answer? How do you tell them that you can't answer a question? You don't want to just say, like, I don't know, and just stop talking. Like, you have to say, like, oh, I haven't actually explored that yet. In my studies and what I've learned this and that, but I actually haven't gotten into that particular aspect yet. That's okay. Again, that's my job to ascertain, like, what do you know and what you don't know. So don't feel like you have to go know all the things. Thanks for checking that out. I hope that you found it helpful. I always appreciate feedback, so please let me know what you think. I appreciate any subscriptions, so please tell your friends and colleagues about it as well. Check out the website techinterview.guide for more information about when I'm live streaming and all of my free content. Drop by a live stream anytime to ask questions, or message me privately, whatever makes you most comfortable. See you next time.